So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we are here. We had some changes in the timeline, but I think that in both the sessions you will see now, and my colleague next to me will be quite interesting for you. So again, welcome. I hope that you enjoy the lunch. I hope the queue was not long enough to bore you. And let's start and talk something. What is the Veritas vision about the journey to the GDPR compliance? My name is Vlastimil Chramosta. I'm responsible for all the Baltics region and the Czech Republic and Slovakia. I'm from Prague. I'm a Czech. Hope you will enjoy the session. Welcome. So, we in Veritas believe that information is the most critical access or asset, what your companies are having. Someone called me that it's kind of a oil of the 23rd century. It means kind of a family treasure. Information is the thing, this is the most valuable asset you have, and you need to take care of it properly. And as you know, the information or the data are growing massively. I saw that like in 2022 there should be like some quintillions, whatever. The number I don't even understand the point. But do we really know what information are we possessing? Let me start from the right side, from your perspective. We, based on our customers' experience, created something which calls the data genomics index, and what it basically said. You see this like big 41%. So this is tell us something that 41% of your environment or the environment of our customers, and tell me if you have a different experience, has not been modified for 3 years. What's it telling this to us? That those data are just sitting there, and in most cases we don't even know what's inside and so on. And if you will move to the center of the picture, we create the kind of we call it databerg, which is the word I really like. So let's get a bit closer to it. So as you see, like imagine that this databerg is 100% of your data, and based on the experience what we have and the results of the study we did, usually the companies have like 50% of the data are clean. The companies usually know what's inside, what are the data capable of, if they have all the relevant approvals to possess the data and so on. So that's fine, just 15%. Then we have like more than 1/3, 33% data which we called rot. It's not read in English, read in German, but it's either redundant or obsolete or trivial. So it basically means that those are the data you really do not need, because you either have it somewhere else, or if they are obsolete, that you don't need them anymore, or trivial. And what does it mean, trivial? Trivial means that it's easier to recreate the data again than to possess it, yeah, or than to store it somewhere. But okay, but you know still that okay, 1/3 you have that this is this kind of data. But the major issue is the rest of it, which is more than a half, which we call the dark data. And what does dark data means? Does anybody know? Any guess? Actually, thank you. It's a good point. Usually, dark data, majority of dark data is unstructured data. That's true. But the whole answer is that those data, you don't even have a clue what's in it. Yeah, those data are somewhere. You don't know who owns it, who created it, who has access to it, how old they are, if you have authority to hold it. And in the past, usually companies were making or were solving this issue to buy more storage and to take care. We will not touch it because somebody created it some point of time. But what if something? But now with the forthcoming regulations, we all know about. This is a real problem, because if somebody will ask you to find something, how you will be able to find something in this huge part you do not know what it is. It's impossible. How you want to find something in this big kind of black hole? Yeah.
Why 52%? Why such a precision? What
Actually,
what research are those numbers are based on?
Actually, thanks for the question. This research was based on the install base of our customers. So those are the real data. Yeah. So that means that our customers worldwide who are responding for this one, we are doing some scans, researches, and this is based on it. And honestly, when I'm talking to my customers, either here in the Baltics or in the Czech Republic, sometimes they are telling me it's even worse. Yeah. So those are not the numbers those are not the artificial numbers. Those are the numbers that they are coming from the customer data. Did I answer your question? Perfect. Any other question so far? Again, I'm glad that we are something like that. If you will have any kind of question, do not hesitate to ask. Not a problem at all. And last thing, and we will move to the top right. All of us, including me, are the data hoarders, which means that once I will either download something, have something, I will never ever delete it. Why? Because I have enough space. The hard disks are getting bigger and bigger. Why I should care? But this is not the case. This is not the case anymore. So actually, those are three problems. Just to make the overview. Yeah. So the organizations, you are keeping everything, but they do not have an idea if it's worth or not, where it is, and so on. And this is even more important because those information can contain sensitive or personal information, which is directly related to the GDPR agenda. And if somebody will come and ask, usually the companies are not able to find what the person is asking for in a timely manner, and this is the key as well. Yeah. So those are the problems we need to focus. And last but not least, we are now living in a kind of a cloud era and all the stuff. I think a lot of you already is having something on-premise, something off-premise, and so on. But it doesn't matter where the data are. Those are still your data. You, as an organization, are responsible of it, no matter where the data are stored. This is extremely important. And if somebody like Amazon or something is telling you that they are taking care, read the terms and conditions. Please do. It's long, but you will see some interesting stuff. So, something local, yeah. This was somehow expected, but I heard some kind of rumors that the local governments will somehow tune the EU regulations. Apparently, they did not. So at this moment, there are no major changes compared to the EU regula. So we should be ready, steady, and go. Now, actually, when I was discussing this with my customers, I think it was February or something like that. Okay, they said, "Come on, it's more than a year, no problem." We had no problem, and it's not about us. We have some tools how to do it, and there were no penalties for it in the past, and so on. I say, come on, please just go through, read it. It's something different. The penalties are really high, extremely high. Usually the European governments are already setting the budgets, how much they will get from the companies who will not be compliant, and those numbers are enormous. And it's really the time to think about the revision, what you are actually now doing, and how it's what to do to be GDPR compliant. And actually, most of the companies usually are. This is kind of they are in the dark. Yeah, they are in the dark. They do not know what to do, and I'm more than sure that Veritas can show you how you can move forward. So again, our point of view is very simple. You need to focus on the business challenges. So as we showed you the data berg, so it means that you really need to know what you have. This is the most important part. When you will know, this is step one. Step two, when you will know what you have, where it is, then you are able to search through it. And then, when you know what you have, you need to protect. This is also the part of the GDPR regulation. So all the data you are taking care of and you are processing, you need to take care properly against loss, breach, and all the stuff. This is extremely important. Well, as I mentioned, Veritas will know how to help you. I will show you this in a minute. And fortunately, this is we are not the only one who thinks that we are on the right way. IDC thinks the same, and we are glad about it. And now I'm getting to the core. What we in Veritas think well actually somebody from Veritas read the whole regulation, show what we are capable of, and created a thing which we called Veritas GDPR framework, and it's in a good stuff. Oh, fine. By the way, I'm not sure but I'm quite sure that you will be able to get the presentation. All the attendees will be able, either upon request or automatically, to get the presentation. If you want to be sure, it's no problem to visit our booth. We'll get you our contents, and we will send you the presentation. No problem at all. So back to it. So we created a framework which is in a pattern of a circle. And I will now somehow comment what does it mean. So we will start from locate. I just want to mention this is it. Oh, cool. So we'll start from locate. So again, this is extremely important, and this is where you need to start, because again, you need to know where your information are. You need to know who owns it, how old is it, if you have proper approvals to it, all of this stuff. Without this, you cannot move forward. So this is the first step. Then the second step, it's search, because then if you know what you have, you are able to search through it. So then this is another step. So you can move forward. Then, as I mentioned, the part of GDPR regulation is that you should not hoard the data without purpose. So when somebody will come and ask you why you are having this data, you need to answer why I am having it. You need to have a purpose. You need to have a purpose. So it's the end of this. I will keep it because of why not? Yeah, because I can store it somewhere. And by the way, the minimize is also important, and it can bring you also not any, but a decent financial benefit, because when you will see that some of those data are not important anymore, you can simply either move it to some cheaper storage, or you can simply delete it, which means that you will pay less for storage, and you will less for the software licenses you are, for example, back it up. Yeah. So there are some synergy effects so far. The fourth part is protect. Yeah, as the GDPR regulation said, you need to protect your data in a good manner. And what does it mean? All of you here, I'm quite sure that they are somehow backing up or protecting the environment. Now is the ideal time to revise your policies, revise all the stuff, because maybe you are in protection all okay. Maybe you just need to make a small change, but maybe you need to make some major change, or you can make some kind of optimization. It's good time for revision. And last but not least, it's monitor. So when somebody will come, you need to prove that you are GDPR compliant, that you give such information to such person, that you did not give such information to this person because of something, again, so you need to have a proof. So those are the five steps which you need to do. Very important thing, this is, I think many of you are here from IT, but not all of you. GDPR is not about IT only, not at all. There must be, well, from our perspective, if you want to go through this successfully, there must be somebody who will somehow, some kind of project manager within the company, and there must be IT involved, HR, legal, security, all the stuff, because all of those parties are involved. IT is just giving a fundament or a tool. to go through, to make the information visible, to make the search engine and all the stuff. But then the other departments will somehow, connect. So in percentage, IT is responsible like 35-40%, but the rest is in HR, security, legal, and all the stuff. But without the tools, you will not be able to manage it at all. From the time perspective, imagine if somebody will go to your company and ask you, tell me everything what you have about me, and actually the person has the rule to ask for it. Imagine how you or your colleagues will search through all the data within the company and then give a report to the person what they have. But this is just one request, and if the company has like hundreds or thousands people, imagine what can happen. This is you will not be able to do it manually. This is not possible. This is not possible at all. But we have a solution. Actually, we do not have a black box. Usually a lot of customers are asking, "Come on, we will buy an appliance. We just plug it in, and this will do all of us." No. Unfortunately not. We can do miracles, but not instant miracles. So we created something which we are calling GDPR Survival Kit, and this is the things. Those are the tools we are giving IT to help the company to be GDPR compliant. So let's start now. Now you saw it already, and this is just. Again the articles which are somehow connected to the GDPR or the parts of the GDPR law, and below are our products. So I will just go very quickly through it. So it means that our solution, again, it's not a black box, but it's a solution consisting of few products, and every customer is different. So some of our customers will need just one, and some of our customers can need like 3 of our products. But we have our professional services, we have our professional consultants to go with you, discuss what's your current environment need, and what can be the solution. And of course, then we can also work with our partners. We can work with their information, their data, and so on. We are not a kind of a sole company that work independently. When you are talking about the information, it's extremely important who's touching the information and so on. So again, we know how. Do not hesitate to ask us for details. This was not the presentation about products. This was the presentation about the path that we are able to show you, because we know how to provide you the way through the journey to be GDPR compliant. So this is everything from me at the moment. I think so. Yeah, it is. It was quick, was it not? Okay, we have 10 minutes for questions. Do we have some questions? Okay, well, let me introduce. This is a member of my team. This is Dmitry Sapa. This is a local Veritas guy, located here in.
I can stand up. Okay.
Located here in Riga, responsible for all the Baltics region. Go ahead, Dima.
Okay. Hi. Nice to meet you. So, yes, thanks, Lasti, for introduction. What I would like to add. Es pārslēgšos latviešu valodu, ja? Tā būs laikam. Sorry, Vlasti, I will in Latvian.
You will switch your comment, but please do not tell anything annoying about me, yeah, please.
Okay. Jā, ka te ir diezgan daudz dažādu produktu, jā, bet principā ir 2 fundamentāli produkti, ar kuriem mēs sākam būvēt jebkuru risinājumu. Jā, jūs tos varat vienkārši redzēt. Tas ir Data Insight. Jo viņš nokavara principā visu, jā, locate, search, minimize un protect. Un otrs produkts, kurš dara padziļinātu meklēšanu, tas ir e-discovery. Tie ir principā 2 fundamentāli produkti, ar kuriem jūs varat būt compliant tieši galvenai tai prasībai atrast, kur ir personāla dati, atrast lokācijas personāliem datiem un uztaisīt politikas, ar kuru palīdzību jūs varat atsekot, kas notiek ar tiem personāliem datiem. Kaut kā tā, jā, un visi atlikuši produkti, kas ir backup produkti, piekļuvas produkti, te ir vienkārši palika produkti, ar kuru palīdzību jūs varat attīstīt jūsu GDPR story, bet lai kļūtu compliant, jums vajadzīgi no sākuma tikai 2 produkti. Yeah? E-Discovery meklē datus visu. Tad viņi strādā ar visiem nestruktūrētiem datiem, plus tur ir vesels saraksts ar atbalstāmām aplikācijām un atbalstāmām sistēmām. Ja? Un arī e-pastos, cloudā, jebkuru platformu, principā viņā. Pat, ja jums dokumenti, piemēram, ir JPG failos, ja, tad vai noskanēt dokumentu, viņa taisa OCR un atrod tur arī iekšā informāciju. Jā, tas bija jautājums. Apmēram, jā. Bet uz kādas platformas ir bāzēta vispār softs, es uzreiz jums neatbildēšu, tas ir vairāk tehnisks jautājums, jā. Bet mums ir stends, jā, jūs varat pienākt klāt un apskatīties. Mums ir 2 demo, gan Data Insightam, gan e-Discovery. Mēs varam uzreiz parādīt, kā tas vizuāli izskatās. Un arī tur ir tehniski speciālists, kurš var vairāk informācijas pateikt par software uzbūvi kā tādu. Jā. So, any questions? Yeah? Yeah?
No.
Your presentation is called what?
No. Actually, no. This is from our technology partner, Bolden James, which will now start in.
Sorry,
like
I don't
4
have.
minutes.
I don't
No, that's
have a question
again.
in this case.
I'm glad that. Yeah. This is the other guy, you know. Like wait 5 minutes, maybe even less, and we'll jump in it, because classification matters actually a lot. No. Oh yeah. But please stay. Yeah. Yeah.
A couple sessions ago, there was a good question about the data in backups. How to remove data in backups?
You mean you have stored the data in backup and
Yeah, for
actually you cannot delete data in backups, because then the backup will not be relevant anymore. So you need to have a policy that you know that the data is in, and if you will decide to restore, then you need to restore and immediately delete it. Yeah, because well, also GDPR has some technical limitations. This is one of them. Yeah. So and it's written in the code. Yeah.
Well, maybe any more questions? No questions?
Actually, well, maybe think about more questions. By the way, if you did not yet visit our booth, we have there some kind of voting about the GPS watch. So if you will, sign in and put it to our box, we will do a voting at the very end of the session, as far as I know. This is the end of the ending session, and then you will receive this very nice gift. So if you did not meet our booth yet, maybe you will be interested now. Just teasing you. No, but again, I'm glad that you were listening. If you will have any further questions, please do not. You see, just a second. Well, this is my email. What's even more important, we have a local person here. Do not hesitate to touch either me or Dmitry about any kind of more information. We are doing some kind of deep dive into customer environments on a daily basis. We can do a dark data assessment. You saw this Databerg, so we can do a dark data assessment. We can show you what you actually have, and we can then propose what to do. Yeah, this is also extremely important. So again, we know how, and we are here for you. So if there are no questions at all, I would like to thank you. Thank you for your audience. And as I told you, and thank you. And now I will pass my word to our technology partner from Bolden James.
Excuse me, Vlastimil. Excuse me. We have a little present for you.
Oh my
too.
God, present for me. Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you for
merci beaucoup.
participation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Small souvenirs.
Okay, souvenirs. Well, thank you.